on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quick Star. Also brought to you by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Also brought to you by your Iowa John Deere dealers. John Deere loves to see the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if anyone can appreciate building a legacy, it's Deere. Hyatt Regency, caring for people so they can be their best. Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field. Oak Knoll Retirement Community, the Iowa City Area Sports Commission. And by Wellmark. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Now live, this is Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quick Star.
From Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the campus of the Michigan Wolverines, it's time for Hawkeye Volleyball. The last of a 4-match road trip tonight, with the 10-7, 1-4 in conference Hawkeyes get one last chance to steal one here on the road against the 11-5, also 1-4 Michigan Wolverines. I'm John Evans up above the court here at Cliff Keen Arena. Iowa dropped another 5-set heartbreaker last night, coming from 2 sets down to force a 5th before ultimately falling short against Michigan State. The Hawks got double-figure kills from Carmel Varez, Sharday Van Zant, and Hallie Stepanidis, along with another double-double from Claire Amaral and 7 blocks from Hannah Whittingstall, but in the end, the comeback fell just short in a 15-7 fifth set. Meanwhile, Michigan ran into the Hoosier buzzsaw and were swept last night, so they'll be looking for a little redemption tonight. Allison Jacobs is back and mostly healthy, leading the Michigan attack with over 4 kills per set while hitting .252. Morgan Burke is the primary setter, and Ellie White has proved capable when Michigan shifts to a 6-2 offense. Maddie Cochran is a solid back row defender, and Serena Nyambio is the Wolverines' leading blocker. Live from Ann Arbor, it's the Wolverines and the Hawkeyes from Cliff Keen Arena on a Saturday night. Just finishing with starting lineups, and we'll be getting going here shortly. Iowa in the black long sleeves tonight. Libero Mo Moisio will be in white. Michigan in primary white with navy capped sleeves, and the libero in navy as well, as I look to see who their starting lineup is. As I mentioned, Milano Moisio is the setter, is the libero, Claire Amaral, Hallie Stepanidis, Hannah Whittingstall, Carmel Varez, Greta Schlichter, and Sashka Stojanovic will get the start for the Hawkeyes. Looking across the net there. Number 1, number 2. So Serena Nyambio, Allison Jacobs, Lydia Johnson, Amalia Simmons, Jenna Haynes, Jason Bamus, and Maddie Cochran will be the starting lineup. Maddie Cochran is the libero for Michigan. Iowa lost a tough 5-setter last Friday at Oregon and came out and didn't play very well against Washington. A new test to see what Iowa learned as they lost the tough 5-setter last night to Michigan State and now get a bounce right back less than 24 hours later and take on the Wolverines. Greta Schlichter will serve to start. She fires it into the net. Iowa had a little issue last night. Didn't serve terribly aggressively, and that was one of the focuses for the coaches, was that needed to serve aggressively. Cochran sends it over. Schlichter, bad pass. Amaral chased it down. Stepanidis is blocked. Nyambio and Johnson, it's 2-0 Michigan. Cochran again. Schlichter, much better ball to Amaral. Middle attack, Stojanovic. Cochran with the dig. Pushed it to the middle. Nyambio tips. Stepanidis just a step short, stuck her arms out, and then just didn't run through it. Michigan out quickly, 3-0. Iowa's had a hard time starting on time. Just hasn't been able to get going early in matches or sets. Serve goes at Schleister. Another good ball to Amaral. This time to Stojanovic. Blocked, covered by Varez. Amaral pushed it back to Varez on the right. She sneaks it through the block and scores. First point for the Hawks comes from Varez. Kill, 3-1. Stojanovic will go back to serve. Hannah Whittingstall will come in for the first time. Mo Moisio heads to the bench. Stojanovic pops it cross court. Jacobs, good ball. Nyambio out of the middle, scores. And that's why Iowa needs to serve aggressively. If Nyambio gets in system, she'll just have a little feast there in the middle. 4-1 Michigan. Lydia Johnson now to serve. Schleister, good ball to Amaral. Middle attack, Whittingstall. She scores. Same for Iowa. They need to get that middle going because that'll free up the outsides. That'll give the pins an opportunity. Allie Barrett comes in for Carmel Varez. And Trixie McMillan comes into the back row. Saw that name on the roster. Was hoping I'd get to say it. Interesting, though. They bring her in as a defensive specialist, but she's not in the serve-receive pattern. Barrett sends a floater over. Cochran, easy ball. Pushed it to the outside for Jacobs. Dug by Moisio. Amaral pushed it inside for Stepanidis. She rolls it over. Outside to Jacobs. Big swing. Blocked. Covered up. Nyambio out of the middle in transition. Boy, that's a good play from Michigan. Went right back. Nyambio, great job transitioning back to give Burke an option. John Leo and I were talking about it today. The middles have to work so hard. You want them to kind of be Tasmanian Devils back and forth. Good job there from Nyambio. The high jump serve from Jacobs. Right down the line and scores. Beauty there. Normally she hits that and she hits a curveball. That time she hit the screwball and went back to the right. 6-2, first ace for Michigan. The big toss, the rip. Barrett, great ball to Amaral. Outside to Stepanidis, high off the block, dug by Jacobs. Outside block, though, that was Simmons. Simmons will get another try. Tight ball, she tips this time. Stepanidis, easy ball. Amaral dumps, but Cochran's there. Back row. Boy, that is a great swing from Jacobs out of the back row. 7-2 Michigan. And that is something that's not an outlet. That's not I don't have any place else to go. That's something that Michigan does regularly. Jacobs again. Good pass from Moisio. Middle attack, Whittingstall throws it to the corner, but it's dug up. Dumped over by Burke. Amaral outside. Stepanidis with the fadeaway, scores. Good play by the Hawks there. Good defense, solid ball, kept it alive. Had trouble last night when the setter came over in two. This time Iowa ready. Jamie Marquardt in, she'll serve. Sharday Van Zandt goes into the front row. 7-3 Michigan. Marquardt, good solid serve. Cochran overpass. Whittingstall wins the joust. She should get a kill for that as Burke is in the net. Hawkeyes first time with back-to-back points, 7-4. Marquardt again, another good serve. Simmons, bad pass off the net. Simmons will get a swing. Great dig from Marquardt. Push to the outside, Sharday, good swing. Cochran with the dig though. Simmons in system, Hawks with a triple. Moisio's there. Amaral, Witzel rip, misses the back line. Exactly what the Hawks needed. Claire just couldn't quite snap it down and bring it down. 8-4. Boy, 7-5 feels a lot better than 8-4, but unfortunately that's not the way it works out. Serena Nyambio now to serve. She pops it cross court. Barrett got into her chest a little bit. Moisio, good ball to Van Zandt. The triple sets up on her. Good dig from Nyambio. Back row Jacobs. Out of bounds. No touch. Hawks with a point, 8-5. Hannah Whittingstall will serve now. Stojanovic back to the front row. Good serve there. Nice pass, though, from Simmons. Goes outside. Big swing. Blocked. Run through from Marquardt. Emerald out to Van Zant. Good swing off the block. Cochran with a dig. Tracked down. Pushed out to Simmons. One-on-one. Boy, Stojanovic is so late on that one. She has to respect Burke a little bit, but boy, I'd want to see Burke beat me on a couple of setter kills first. 9-5. Burke now back to serve. Right down the line at Barrett. Good ball to Amaral. Slide to Stojanovic. Tipped over. Good play there. She just put it over top of the block. Cochran was almost there, but couldn't quite. 9-6. Barrett leaves. Vares comes back in. See if Amaral puts some zip on this now. A little bit. Jacobs, though, great pass. Right side. Dug by Amaral. Tracked down by Stojanovic. Good ball to Van Zant, and she gets the kill. Sasha Stojanovic, platform set behind her. Had the easy one right in front of her, and Carmel Vares takes the more challenged one to Charday, and the Hawks are back within 2. It's 9-7. Amaral pops a floater over. Cochran's there. Right side Johnson off the block. Dug by Marquardt. Amaral behind her to Vares. Good swing, good kill. 9-8. Hawks back to within 1. All right. Claire threw the changeup there. See if she puts one with a little zip on Jacobs this time. Pops it forward. Does not. Goes even shorter. Uses the middle. Pushed outside to Simmons. She's blocked but out of bounds. 10-8 Michigan on the Simmons kill. Simmons now back to serve. That'll put Allison Jacobs back in the front row. Simmons fires it over. Marquardt, great ball to Amaral, middle attack. Stojanovic, good diving play. Oh boy, great hustle from Michigan, but can't get the ball all the way up in the air. Gives Stojanovic the kill, 10-9. Stepanitis back in, Marquardt to the bench. Charday Van Zant. She has been Iowa's most aggressive server. See if she continues that trait. She does, but the problem is it's 5 feet too long. She'll now leave. Greta Schleister will re-enter. Interesting there, Greta Schleister served to start the match. Charday comes around and serves in that spot the second time through. Addie Cochran to serve. Fires at Schleister. Good tight ball to Amaral. Dug by Cochran on the Stojanovic swing. Jacobs with the rip. Boy, what a throw tip. Hawks push it over. Cochran with the dig. Out middle attack, Nyambio. I think all as Moisio heard was as it whizzed past her ear. 12-9, Nyambio with 4. Schleister getting picked on a little by Cochran. See if she's up to the task here. She is. Right side to Vares, but behind her. Good swing from Carmel, gets the kill. Carmel with 3 early ones. Sashka now back to serve. Sashka sends it over to Jacobs. Great pass. Right side to Johnson. Blocked but out of bounds. (13-10). Lydia Johnson now back to serve. Johnson fires it at Vares. It's an overpass. Michigan in system. Jacobs. Good dig from Moisio. Back to the Michigan side. That ball's tight, and Iowa's not ready for it. Man, go up and compete for that ball. That's the part you've got to know, the setter's front row. Whittingstall and Stepanitis both just didn't go compete, and Burke just tips it down, 14-10. And then an ace serve as Johnson beats Moisio, and that'll make it 15-10, and that'll take us to the TV timeout. Let's take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life's busy. Quickstar makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quickstar's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quickstar today.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to Ann Arbor, Michigan. The Wolverines out to a 15-10 first set lead. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. Iowa hitting .333 in the early going, but just like last night, 2 aces for Michigan and 2 errors from the service line for the Hawkeyes. The difference in the set right now, Michigan with the only block as well. Lydia Johnson now to serve again. Goes at Schleister. Good ball to Amaral. Right side to Varez. She gets the swing and she's blocked. That's Jacobs and Nyambio. 16-10 Michigan. Johnson again. Sends that one just over the in line. First error for Michigan from the service line. 16-11. Barrett in for Varez now. Allie slaps it, fires it down. Tight ball outside to Burke. Jacobs goes over the block and out of bounds. That was a quick whistle. I thought they called something on Iowa in the net, but turns out it was just knew it was getting blasted out. 16-12 on the Jacobs error. Again, she is a high-volume swinger, but she hits a reasonable percentage for a pin. Barrett, decent ball from Simmons. Right side slide, Nyambio. Boy, cuts that back nicely. Beats Moisio, 17-12. So Allison Jacobs will give Iowa the big topspin jump serve again. The rip. Moisio, not a great pass, but Amaral chases it down, but nobody's home for Iowa. Push to the right side, Nyambio tips. Barrett with a diving play, couldn't get there, 18-12. Coach Barnes walking toward the down ref, and he will call his first timeout. Set getting away from Iowa a little bit. It's 18-12. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Farmers are constantly chasing more yield and greater consistency. Check out Merchman Seeds Power Core Enlist Corn. Here's Ben Pieper, our product manager.
Power Core Enlist corn hybrids are the fastest growing traits in growers' fields right now. Farmers know that we are choosing the right hybrids for the right acres to put more corn in their hopper at harvest. Combine that with Merchman Seeds starting line seed treatment, growers are finding that high yielding consistency that they're looking for.
Contact your local Merchman Seeds dealer today and ask them about Power Core Enlist Corn from Merchman Seeds, your friend in the field.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
The teams retake the floor here in Cliff Keen Arena with Michigan up 18-12. I'm John Evans. Thank you for joining us tonight. Allison Jacobs to serve. Sends it over the inline. Topspin serve has so much drop on it, you just kind of wonder as it heads over, but it was well over the inline. 18-13 now, as we're not going to give Iowa a point on the scoreboard yet. Boy, we have had some interesting scoreboards here. Serve comes over from Marquardt. Tight ball, Whittingstall goes and competes that time. She goes over and competes that time. And Amaral with the swing and the kill. Simmons did a nice job going up with her. Yeah, Iowa's still short a point. This is unbelievable in a Big Ten arena. This is the third time now in 4 matches. Marquardt sends a good, strong serve. Simmons, though, good pass. Nyambio on the slide. 19-14. I think this is my 8th season of doing this now. And I don't know if I've complained about the scoreboard as much as I have in the last 2 weeks. Nyambio to serve, 19-14. Boy, that's Jamie not moving her feet, but she gets away with it almost. As Amaral takes a big swing right out of the middle, and Jenna Haynes sitting right on top of her gets the block, 20-14. Nyambio, good pass this time from Marquardt across to Van Zant. Block came late, and the ball ricochets off Jacobs into the scoreboard there on the far side of the court. 20-15. Need Hannah Whittingstall to serve the invisible here. Sends it over. Simmons, another good pass. Jacobs from the back row. Hawks can't stop it. 21-15. Jacobs only has 2, and both of them have come from the back row. Burke now to serve. Moisio, bad pass. Amaral, good set. Van Zant, but dug by Cochran. Burke pushes it out. Simmons goes over the block into the far corner. Iowa had the block set up, but it went over the block, and so your back row players aren't in the right place. 22-15, timeout Iowa, 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
John Evans back at Cliff Keen Arena. It's 22-15 Michigan here in the first set. Michigan hitting .429. Just 2 attack errors. Iowa with no blocks yet. Michigan with 3. Iowa struggling to consistently make things happen in offense. And Morgan Burke to serve again for the Wolverines. Got into Moisio and kind of ate her up, and then the ball stuck to her. It was like Velcro. Third ace serve for Michigan, 23-15. Moisio, good ball this time. Stojanovic on the slide. Cochran with a good leaping play, but can't get it. 23-16. Amaral back to serve for the Hawks. See if she puts some zip again here. There she does. Not a great pass from Cochran. Back row from Jacobs. Great tip dug by Moisio. Amaral middle attack. Low ball to Stojanovic. She's just dead meat with that. All she can do is swing it right into the block. And Haynes gets another one. Set point Michigan 24-16. Simmons back to serve. Diving play from Moisio. Amaral. Van Zant from the right gets the kill. Good swing for Charday. Hawks down 24-17. Charday Van Zant. Will need a run here for the Hawks. Good serve, Cochran, good ball. Middle attack to Haynes, she's blocked. Johnson from the left, or the right. Amaral pushed it out to Stepanidis. She's blocked. Moisio pushes to the deep corner, dug by Simmons. Transition play. Boy, Hallie Stepanidis saw it, and she didn't trust herself. Just go get it. Tipped over the block by Haynes, and that'll be set. 1 to the Wolverines, 25-17. Michigan takes the first. 2 minutes, and we'll be back. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/everymoment to find a plan right for you.
Michigan cruises through set 1, 25-17. And Iowa will need to dig out of another hole on the road. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. I'm John Evans back here on the University of Michigan campus, Cliff Keen Arena. Iowa did a lot of okay things, but just could not slow down the Michigan offense. Michigan hit 406 after last night hitting just 218 against Indiana. And again, the no blocks probably more troubling for Iowa. Going to have to find a way in the Big Ten to get hands on balls and slow down swings. The hitters are too good to let them take rips at you. Iowa football kicks a field goal. Drew Stevens from 32 yards gives Iowa the lead up in Madison. 3-0 Hawkeyes. 4:33 to go in the first quarter. Iowa gets 3 kills from Sharday Van Zandt, Carmel Varez, and Sashka Stojanovic. But Serena Nyambio, 7 kills on 7 swings in the first set. Iowa not doing anything to stop the middle. Give Jenna Haynes 2 kills, 1 kill on 2 swings. I think she's actually got another. She also had a couple of blocks. And the second set will get started with Morgan Burke to serve. She fires it at Moisio. Off the net from Emerald. Slide to Whittingstall. Good diving play from Jacobs. Right side swing dug by Barrett. Emerald inside to Van Zandt. Boy, the good aggressive athletic play. Right side swing for Johnson through the block and scores. That was just a good athletic play from Van Zandt to even get a swing. That ball was a foot short of where it needed to be. Burke to serve again. Moisio, Amaral, Whittingstall slaps it over, dug by Cochran. Jacobs from the back row. Whittingstall was in the right spot, just couldn't get pushed over the net and drug it down on the Hawkeye side. And Iowa starts another set slow, 2-0. Burke, Moisio, Amaral, Van Zandt, good swing. That's up in the air and out of bounds. Boy, good heads-up play there. Burke in self-preservation mode, and then Johnson kind of chicken-winged it over the net, but Van Zandt will get the kill. 2-1 now. Whittingstall to serve for the Hawks. Hannah floats it over at Cochran. Chased off the net. Boy, Simmons with a big swing from the right side that time. Split Whittingstall and Marquardt, 3-1. Amali Simmons to serve. Marquardt, good ball to Amaral. Slide to Stojanovic. Scores off Jacobs, 3-2. Sashka's got 4. I like Iowa trying to work the middles. Amaral. Cochran, good ball to Burke. Right side to Johnson. Off the block. Amaral with a good dig. Moisio steps in, puts a good ball out to Varez. Blocked and out of bounds. Hawks have tied it back up at 3. That is a great dig from Claire Amaral and a good second contact from Mo Moisio. Varez now, she has 4 as well. Claire fires a fastball over, got it into Simmons. Good ball. Pushed outside to Jacobs. Oh, the Hawks get the dig finally and are called in the net. So give the kill to Jacobs, 4-3 Michigan. Maddie Cochran to serve. Right down the line at Moisio. Great ball to Amaral across to Varez on the left. Good strong swing there. Carmel Varez from the left gets the kill. We're tied at 4. A fun lineup would be Carmel on the left and put Gia on the right, just for fun. Serve comes over from Van Zandt. Hawkeye's first ace, just like last night. A set sooner, though, comes from Carmel Van Zandt. Hawks have their first lead of the night. It's 5-4. Sharday fires it over. Jacobs, great pass this time. Nyambio. Automatic. Sometimes you say that and you just kind of, it's exaggerating. She's 8 for 8. Good serve over. Good pass from Sleester outside. Stepanitis over the end line. Touch called right down there. 6-5 Iowa. Sashka back to serve for the Hawkeyes. She fires it over aggressively, but just misses long. That's a serve you can live with. That ball is a foot long, and you're putting pressure on the defense to make a decision. So I can live with that one. It's the 5 or 8 feet long that nobody's got to look at. Tied at 6. Jacobs now, the big high toss and the rip. Sends it over the inline, trades errors. With the Hawkeyes and their mini substitutions, they can't really afford to trade points. We run out of subs at some point then late in the set. Allie Barron in to serve for the Hawks. See if Iowa can go on a little run here early in set 2. Allie sends a big high floater right at Jacobs. Slide from Nyambio. Well, Hawks actually accidentally dug Nyambio. Moisio again. Stepanitis dug by Cochran off the net. Back row for Jacobs. Tips it over. Barrett with a platform. Amaral uses 2 hands. Nyambio going back to her. Throws it over. Dug by Barrett. Amaral. Stepanitis tips off the block, but easy dig. Outside. Simmons. Amaral. Stepanitis from the middle scores! The Hawks win the hustle play. Still don't have an error on Nyambio, but they dug her a couple times. She's human. Nyambio does bleed. It's okay. Hawks with the first 2-point lead. It's 8-6. That fired the Hawkeye bench up. Barrett, good strong serve. Simmons, decent pass. Back out to Simmons. Dug by Barrett. Moisio's there. Stepanitis from over her shoulder. Blocked. Covered. Over! Tight ball. And the Hawks lose the joust. Setters always win the joust. Morgan Burke out pushes Hallie Stepanitis to save the point for Michigan. It's 8-7. Nyambio now to serve. Pops it across. Moisio, great ball to Amaral. Slide to Whittingstall. High off the block. Dug by Jacobs. Middle of the floor. Outside to Simmons. Block. Covered. Good cover. Good slap over. Moisio. Amaral. Slide to Whittingstall. Got it. This might be the most frustrating part of this Iowa team, though, is this is the effort and energy it requires all the time. And they have it in them. It's there. Marquardt to serve. Strong serve. Cochran, though, good pass. Outside to Simmons. Dug by Moisio. Marquardt steps in, puts a good ball up for Van Zandt. Dug by Cochran. Burke chases it down. Across to Simmons. Triples there. She's out of bounds. No touch. Ball bounced in front of her. That's going to be close. Coach Virtue is going to ask a question, and I don't blame her, but she does not challenge. 10-7 Iowa on the hitting error from Simmons. Marquardt, another good fastball. Jacobs, though, great pass. Back row for Jacobs. Moisio is there. Can Marquardt get there? She can, and the Hawks get it over. Now you got to turn it into something. Oh, no, and Marquardt knows it, too. Jamie was right there. J-Mo had it, just didn't get the platform up. Give Haynes the kill on the slide. 10-8. Morgan Burke back to serve. Barrett, great ball to Amaral. Van Zandt, ooh, off the net. She hits it in the net. Set was a little behind her. She tried to go that thumb down cross. Unfortunately, she missed. Hitting error there. 10-9. Boy, Whittingstall provided a great screen on Jamie Marquardt, and the ball ends up dropping right in front of Jamie. Boy, and we heard that in Scout, too, that some of these balls, the bottom falls out of them. Tied at 10. Barrett off the net. Amaral pushes it out to Van Zandt. Big swing, high off the block and scores. Hawks maintain the lead, 11-10. Hawkeyes get a touchdown in Madison, lead 10-0 now. Marquardt to serve, or I'm sorry, Whittingstall to serve. Bad pass from Cochran. And Claire Amaral's there, dunks it right back down. Couple points in a row for the Hawks. It's 12-10. As she out-battled Johnson. Whittingstall to fire. She does. Boy, that's a beauty, but a good pass from Simmons. Middle attack. Haynes dug by Marquardt. Emerald. Van Zandt high off the block, and the Hawks can't quite track it down. Whittingstall with good hustle to try to get back to the spot. That was Haynes and Simmons. Simmons was on the right side that time, 12-11. Simmons now will go back to serve. Floats it over at Barrett. High ball, middle of the floor. Amaral slide to Stojanovic. Off Cochran. That's in play off of the banner. Barrett takes it. Amaral. Behind Stojanovic, but fantastic tip from Sashka. So that's really interesting. The banners, which are at the end of the court, heading into the bleachers, that wall counts and they can play it. 13-11, Iowa leads. Claire Emerald to serve. She puts some pop on it. Simmons, though, great ball. Haynes out of the middle. Actually didn't go out of the middle. Moisio with the dig. Marquardt, good ball inside the floor. Good swing from Van Zandt. Dug up by Cochran, pushed outside. That ball never got over. Jacobs will get another tip. She shoves it over, and the Hawks can't get it up in the air. (13-12) now. I always think those balls never get over, and then there's always some little baby touch that happens. So while I'm positive it didn't get over, I'm sure it probably did. Cochran to serve. Goes at Varez, chased down by Marquardt. Boy, the Hawks looked lost there, but find a way. Tipped over, Amaral, Moisio, Van Zandt from the right. Blocked, Amaral, Moisio. Varez just knocks it over. Diving play from Simmons, outside to Jacobs. Off the block, Marquardt with one hand, can't get there. We're tied at 13. Jacobs up to 6 now. Cochran fires it out of bounds. Fourth service error for Michigan, and Iowa still holds the lead, 14-13. Van Zandt, good ball off the tape. Good save from Burke. Jacobs rolls it over. Oh, that's a good hands play there from, I think it was Moisio. And Carmel Varez just kind of got lost. You can't transition to hit if nobody can pick up the second ball. So tough play there. We're tied back at 14. Stepanitis, good ball to Amaral. Stojanovic is blocked out of the middle by Nyambio, and we'll go to the TV timeout with Michigan leading 15-14. 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
John Evans back at Cliff Keen Arena. Michigan leads the second set 15-14 after taking the first 25-17. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. 5 kills apiece for Van Zandt, Varez, and Stojanovic. Iowa hitting 263, but Michigan still hitting 379 in the match. Just 3 hitting errors for Michigan to go with 25 kills. And Iowa hasn't found a block yet, while Michigan has found 6. So Iowa will have to change that game around as well as the serve-receive game a little bit. Johnson to fire. Stepanidis, okay ball to Amaral. Stepanidis off the nets, blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Iowa ties it back up at 15. Halley's up to 4 now. McMillan comes back in for Johnson. Sasha Stojanovic back to serve. Sasha, good strong serve. Jacobs, bad pass. Simmons will have to track it down. That's not a good ball either. Jacobs is in the net, not called. Valles from the right. She'll get the kill. Hawks get the point anyway. 16-15 now. Carmel up to 6 on 7 swings. Stojanovic to try to extend the Hawkeye lead. Good strong serve. Jacobs not a great pass this time either. Boy, that ball got out to her quick. Good tempo ball as they went right back to the serve receiver, and Jacobs is able to split the block, tied at 16. She ties Nyambio now with 8. Jacobs shakes out her arm. Think about the shake weight thing. It looks like that's what she's holding as she gets her arm loose for this big jump serve. That ball was in front of her. It's a tough pass. Amaral one hand. Stojanovic just, Amaral, Whittingstall pumps it over. Sleester, oh, there's good hands from Whittingstall to keep it alive. Knocked over. Burke, right side slide. Nyambio dug by Amaral. Whittingstall steps in. Vares shoves it off the block. That time Vares makes second contact. Pushed over by Sleester. Burke dumps it over, and Iowa's not ready for it again. Again, 17-16 Michigan. Jacobs to serve again. Takes a rip. Schleister, decent pass. Amaral outside to Stepanidis. She went. I'm not sure where she was going with that one. She gets it into the Michigan bench. It's 18-16. See if Coach Barnes uses a timeout. He does. 3 straight from Michigan causes an Iowa timeout. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit riversidecasinoandresort.com to learn more.
John Evans back here in Ann Arbor, Michigan, escaping a little bit here in the second set. It's 18-16. Things are going better in Madison for the Hawkeyes. And Aaron Graves' interception took it back to the 1, where then Mark Granowski jammed it into the end zone. Hawks now lead 17-0 in Madison on homecoming with 1:26 to go in the first quarter. Iowa needs to return Allison Jacobs' serve here. The big high toss, the rip. And the Hawks split and go away from it. You come out of a timeout and abandon serve. 5-4 Michigan, or 5 aces for Michigan, 19-16. Jacobs again. Moisio, good ball to Amaral. Right side to Vares. High off the block. That's going to be an easy dig for McMillan. Right side, Jacobs from the back row. Moisio with a diving play. Vares again. Block comes late, and Vares is able to take advantage of it. 19-17. And Allie Barrett will serve for the Hawks. All right, Allie, give us the fastball. None of this changeup. Good fastball. Cochran, though, good pass. Nyambio throws it over. Hawks are there. Push to the, oh no. Stepanitis miscalculated the, Whittingstall kind of caught it coming down, so I could understand why Stepanitis might have thought that was a fourth contact. So she was already transitioning to net defense, and unfortunately, she got the set from Amaral. 20-17. Good ball from Moisio across to Stepanitis. Misses wide and out. Touch called. Iowa gets the point. 20-18. Stepanitis leaves. Van Zant re-enters. Iowa needs to find a run here late in set 2 to avoid digging a big hole for the second night in a row. Marquardt, good strong serve. Simmons, though, good pass. Back out to Simmons. The block is there. Block number 1 for the Hawkeyes comes at a fantastic time. It's 20-19. Amaral, Whittingstall team up to reject Simmons. Marquardt just over the end line. Tried to go line to line that time. Didn't get it in, though. Fourth service error for the Hawks. Morgan Burke now back to serve for the Wolverines. Good ball from Marquardt. Amaral slide to Whittingstall. Great tip, and that's down. That I saw in the scouting report, and that was exactly where Whittingstall put it. 21-20. Iowa doesn't need a big push, but they still need a little one. Whittingstall to serve. Good strong serve. Cochran bad pass. Johnson chases it down. Jacobs knocks it over. Barrett. Amaral rips, scores. We're tied at 21. Coach Virtue walking toward the line. She'll call timeout. Iowa back in the set, 21-all. Seven kills for Carmel Varez. She leads the way for Iowa. Stepanitis, Van Zant, and Stojanovic, 5 apiece. Hannah Whittingstall with 4. And that was Claire Amaral's 3rd. Iowa hitting .299 on the match, .353 in this set. They slowed Michigan down now to .303. And that's allowed them to come back from losing the serve-receive battle so far. Iowa actually more kills than Michigan, 29-27. But Michigan just 4 errors. Iowa's done a better job. Should knock on some wood or something here as I say this out loud, but Iowa's done a better job of making the Michigan block cause the hitting errors rather than just hitting it out or into the net. 23 assists for Claire Amaral, 14 digs already for Mo Moisio in short of 2 sets of action here. Maddie Cochran has 12 for Michigan, so the liberos doing their job. And Hannah Whittingstall will try to give the Hawkeyes the lead here late in set 2. Jacobs, tight ball. Back to the Iowa side. Van Zant in transition. Cochran, good dig. Boy, Iowa needed to get that one. Johnson from the left goes over the block. Barrett can't get it handled. Boy, that's a good play from Morgan Burke. Van Zant just tried to dunk that down. Burke just transitioned over and was able to pop it up in the air. And it's 22-21 Michigan. Nyambio to serve. Moisio, Amaral throws it over and scores. Boy, what a great spot, too, as she found the far line. Tied at 22. Simmons, good pass. Burke outside. Jacobs tips it into the campfire, 23-22 Michigan. Iowa needs a stop. Maddie Cochran back to serve. It's actually Simmons that served earlier, not Nyambio. 23-22, Cochran floats it over. Stojanovic late responding, but she knocks it over. Johnson from the right. Iowa gets it in the air. Stojanovic, good ball, but Moisio just has to knock it over. Simmons, Jacobs. Set point Michigan on the Jacobs kill, 24-22. Coach Barnes will call timeout. Michigan a point away. Let's take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air, always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you whenever you need us. We got you covered.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
We're back here in Ann Arbor inside Cliff Keen Arena. Michigan 24, Iowa 22. First things first, Iowa needs a side out on the Maddie Cochran serve. And then you go try to play some defense and force extra points here in set two to try to avoid a 2-0 deficit. Michigan took the first 25-17. This one's been much more competitive, but Iowa down. Cochran to serve, floats it over. Moisio. Amaral barely chases it down, and Iowa just has to give it back. Burke, middle attack. Nyambio throws it over. Van Zant chases it down, but Nyambio with another kill. And Iowa falls in set two. The 3-0 Michigan run, 25-22 to take a 2-0 lead here in Ann Arbor. Jacobs with 10, Nyambio with 9, as they have been the primary focus of the Michigan offense, and reasonably so. Jacobs hitting .364, Nyambio hitting .643. We're going to take, I'm going to take 3 minutes. We'll be back. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air, always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you whenever you need us. We got you covered.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Farmers are constantly chasing more yield and greater consistency. Check out Mershman Seeds Power Core Enlist Corn. Here's Ben Pieper, our product manager.
Power Core Enlist corn hybrids are the fastest growing traits in growers' fields right now. Farmers know that we are choosing the right hybrids for the right acres to put more corn in their hopper at harvest. Combine that with Mershman Seeds starting line seed treatment, growers are finding that high yielding consistency that they're looking for.
Contact your local Mershman Seeds dealer today and ask them about Power Core Enlist Corn from Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field.
Hey Hawkeyes, this is Coach Ferentz. We're excited about the football season. Iowa Corn is pumped up for their season and their partnership with the Hawkeyes. When you drive to the game, support Iowa's corn farmers by selecting Unleaded 88 at the pump. It's a fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet. It's worth the hype. Get pumped up with unleaded 88. Let's go Hawks.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listen. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment. Knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Welcome back to Cliff Keen Arena. Sorry, I gave you an extra minute of commercials there as they started the clock late, so I was going to have plenty of time when we came back here. So Michigan leads 2-0 after taking the second 25-22. They took the first 25-17. Both teams have 70 attack attempts. Michigan has 1 more kill. Problem is Iowa has 5 more errors than Michigan, as Michigan is out blocking Iowa 6-1. And then from the service line, Michigan has 6 aces, 4 errors. Iowa has 1 ace and 4 errors. Iowa wins the dig battle so far, 30-25. 14 for Mo Moisio, 5 for Claire Emerald. To go with 23 assists from Claire. Iowa very balanced again across the line for offense, and Michigan not. 10 from Jacobs, 9 from Nyambio, but Michigan hitting .386, too much firepower right now. Iowa football leads 17-0. As 3rd and 6 with 12 minutes to go from the Wisconsin 11. So Iowa looking to add points and extend the lead. And I would guess that the fans of Wisconsin in Madison are going to have a good homecoming time anyway. And we'll come back out here to start set 3. Marquardt sends the serve over. Jacobs sends a perfect pass. Back row to Jacobs off the Whittingstall block and scores. Iowa shifted the back row a little bit. Burke now to serve. She goes at Marquardt. Bad pass. Good job from Whittingstall. Good dig from Jacobs. A lot of scramble there. Simmons from the left. Blocked and in! Emerald, Whittingstall, block number 2 for the Hawks. We're tied at 1. Whittingstall sends it over the end line. Simmons now to serve. Simmons floats it over. Marquardt, good ball to Amaral. Slide to Stojanovic. Boy, Jacobs got her one-on-one. That is a 100% what you want if you're the Hawkeyes. As you push the ball out one-on-one, and unfortunately, Sashka hit it straight into the Jacobs breadbasket, 3-1. Marquardt, good ball again. Pushed outside to Van Zandt, off the block and scores, 3-2. Varez will come back in for Barrett. Claire Amaral back to serve. Boy, that is a generous Jenna Haynes assist block there. She was nowhere to be found on the Jacobs block. Amaral, good serve, got into Simmons. Jacobs from the left, tips it over, popped up in the air. Moisio, good transition from Van Zandt, goes at Cochran, good dig. Burke pushes it all the way across to Jacobs. Big swing, out of bounds. Tied at 3 on the Jacobs air, just her third hitting error of the night. Amaral to fire for the Hawks. Simmons, good pass. Back out Jacobs. Boy, that's a tough break. Jacobs throws a changeup in there. Varez got good hands on it. And actually, she had the solo seam. She just didn't swing for it that time. But unfortunately, Varez took too much off of it, and Moisio couldn't get there. 4-3 Michigan. Cochran now to serve. Marquardt. Amaral, good ball. Stojanovic is blocked. Moisio with one hand. Nobody found. Marquardt with a little fade away over the end line. Jamie doesn't get many hitting errors. She'll get one there. 5-3 Michigan. Cochran to serve. Marquardt, good ball to Amaral. Inside to Varez. That ball's somehow almost up in the air. Great hustle play by Michigan. Varez has 8. It's 5-4. Van Zandt back to serve. Stepanidis in. Good strong serve. Jacobs, decent pass, comes back out to her. Big swing, triple block, got her. Actually, that was only the double. Varez and Stojanovic get their first block. Hawks tie it back up at 5, slow Jacobs down a little bit more. She's got a ball that she hit out and a block now here in this set. Off the tape, Jacobs overpass, tight ball, pushed over. Stojanovic. Amaral fights through traffic. Outside to Stepanidis. Tried to go down the line and missed the outside hand. She does a great job of tooling blocks. She just missed that time. Because you know where the ball's going to go. So the double block is set up on her. So she's trying to find a seam. Just missed it. Johnson now to serve. 6-5 Michigan. Good ball from Sleester. Outside Stepanidis. Blocked up in the air. Johnson with a good dig. Jacobs runs in, shoves it over. Stepanidis. Behind her to Varez. Good swing. Net call on Michigan. Boy, that ball had a chance to get up to us as it was tracking. Varez now with 9. As Michigan hasn't really had an effective answer for her. Stojanovic to serve for the Hawks. Sashka sends it over. Jacobs, decent ball. Nyambio on the slide. Amaral. Hawks get a punch. Amaral pushes it over. McMillan. The Hawks are in the net. Burke with the overhead flip. Her 4th kill of the night. And Jacobs now back to serve. The big high toss, the rip. Off the top of the tape, Sleester. Amaral behind her to Varez. Nice swing there down the line. She goes high line and blows up Cochran. Tied at 7, double digits for Carmel now. Unfortunately, she leaves and Allie Barrett comes in to play the back. Hawks get another field goal, 20-0 in Madison. Barrett fires it across. Cochran, decent ball. Slide to Nyambio. Out of bounds, but touch called. Hawks say no. Lots of no's, and Coach Barnes will challenge. Might be one of the first non-super obvious touch calls we've had, so we'll see how this pans out for the Hawks. Nyambio still doesn't have a hitting error, so if I had to bet, I would say somebody from Iowa touched it. As we're at the monitor checking it out. Hawkeye Volleyball is brought to you by Quickstar. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. After fairly efficient first two sets, both teams on the grind here early in set 3, hitting .091, 4 kills and 3 errors for both teams. That might flip over for Michigan here. John Leo, my water bottle had a hole in it, and I've created a flood over here that might kill us in all this old electronics. We have a decision. So Serena Nyambio gathers her first hitting error. She blasted it over the Hallie Stepanidis block. And will reverse the scores, give Iowa the 8-7 lead. All right, we've made it 8-8. We made it 8-7. All right, we got there. (8-7) Iowa here, early third set. Barrett pops it across. Simmons, good ball. Slide to Nyambio. She's blocked again. This time it's covered up. All the way across, outside to Simmons. She has to tip it high. Stepanidis, good run through. Amaral, good push. Dug by Burke. Back row for Jacobs, and she hits it out on 2. Iowa up 9-7. Actually, a pretty good play there as Jacobs had an opportunity to swing. Not sure, not many others Michigan would want to try. Barrett now. Good strong serve. Simmons, tight ball again. Whittingstall goes up, rips and scores. 10-7 Iowa. We're going to change the serve pattern here. They're going to take Simmons out of the serve receive pattern. McMillan gets put into it for the first time. I guess Iowa's going to try to go right at her, but boy, she is getting squeezed by Jacobs and Cochran. Barrett goes right to her. It's a good pass, though. Back row Jacobs. Sleester was in the right spot, but that was the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Not quite able to handle it. 10-8 on the back row kill from Jacobs. She's got 13. Nyambio to serve for Michigan. Barrett, decent pass. Amaral pushes it across. Stepanidis, dug by Jacobs, hits the ceiling, and that's going to have to just get knocked over by Michigan. Moisio takes it. Amaral pushes. Stepanidis. Boy, that's a great dig from Jacobs, but unfortunately McMillan dove with her, and so then there was nobody to go chase second contact. Unfortunately for Michigan. Fortunately for Hannah Whittingstall, give her the kill. Hannah's up to 6. It's 11-8 Iowa. Marquardt to serve. Off McMillan into the Michigan bench. Second ace for the Hawkeyes. It's 12-8. Coach Virtue will call her first time out. Iowa on a bit of a run. Let's take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life's busy. Quickstar makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quickstar's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quickstar today.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? there isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back here in Cliff Keen Arena, Iowa pushed out to a 12-8 lead here in set 3. Must win for the Hawkeyes. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. 20-0 Iowa over Wisconsin, and a big stop from the Iowa defense gives Iowa the ball back at its own 37-yard line. Jamie Marquardt gets the go-ahead. She fires it off the tape. Jacobs, good pass, tight ball to Burke. Dug by Barrett, Moisio to Van Zant. Sharp cross, dug by Cochran. Burke, back row to Jacobs. Boy, another great back row swing. No wonder they run that in offense. Ball just caught the back line, 12-9. Jacobs now up to 14. 7 digs as well. Morgan Burke now to serve. Pops it across. Barrett, good ball to Amaral. Whittingstall on the slide, one-on-one. Hello. And a Whittingstall with 7. She'll go back to serve. Hannah takes something off that one. Cochran, bad pass. Burke platforms it across to Johnson. High over the block. Good decision there from Jamie Marquardt as she pulls away and the ball sails over the inline. 14-9 Iowa. Varez was ready to check back in. It's not her turn yet. Whittingstall sends a floater over. Cochran, easy ball. Not a great pass, though. Right side. Good dig from Amaral. Whittingstall. Van Zant high off the block. Dug by Johnson on the left. Pushed to Jacobs in the back. She tips it over. Iowa gets that in the air. Pushed over by Amaral. Middle attack. Dug by Whittingstall. Cochran. Burke. Back row to Jacobs. Oh, Hannah Whittingstall. Great hustle effort there as she dove into the ball girl but couldn't get it up in the air. Jacobs ran a blue that time. Boy, they run her everywhere in the back row. 14-10. Simmons now to serve. Moisio. Amaral slams it down right to Burke, though. Tight ball. Jacobs off the net, uses 2 hands. Barrett's there. Amaral. Slide to Stojanovic. It's low, but it's a great tip. Jacobs was coming down, and Stojanovic just dropped it over her hands. Sashka's got 6, and the Hawks lead 15-10. Amaral pops the serve over. Simmons, decent ball. Backside to Johnson. Dug by Marquardt. Hawks are in the net. Oh, what a perfect pass from Jamie, too. 15-11. Maddie Cochran and her 15 digs will go back to the service line. She pops it over at Moisio. Marquardt steps in. Van Zant from the right. Great ball. Good tip. Johnson with the dig. Cochran pushes it out to Jacobs. She tips. Thrown right back on top of her. Johnson inside the court. Tips it over, and nobody goes for it for the Hawks. (15-12). Iowa still leads. Cochran fires. Boy, and they did the same thing to Mo again. Mo Moisio is the one that gets the ace, but the person in front of her ducks out of the way at the last second and doesn't give her any vision of the ball. 15-13 Michigan now after the ace serve. Iowa calls timeout. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Farmers are constantly chasing more yield and greater consistency. Check out Mershman Seeds Power Core Enlist Corn. Here's Ben Pieper, our product manager.
Power Core Enlist corn hybrids are the fastest growing traits in growers' fields right now. Farmers know that we are choosing the right hybrids for the right acres to put more corn in their hopper at harvest. Combine that with Mershman Seeds starting line seed treatment, growers are finding that high yielding consistency that they're looking for.
Contact your local Mershman Seeds dealer today and ask them about Power Core Enlist Corn from Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
John Evans back here at Cliff Keen Arena, Iowa, still holding on to a 15-13 lead, although Michigan on a 3-0 run, led by Allison Jacobs, 15 kills. Michigan with 6 ace serves. Maddie Cochran just got her first of the night. Couple of assists and 15 digs for the Michigan libero. It'll be Varez, Marquardt, and Moisio to return the Maddie Cochran serve. She fires it at Moisio. Good ball. Amaral outside Varez from the left. Dug up by Jacobs. Pushed out to Jacobs. She tips. Returned to sender. Tipped over Varez. Tight ball to Varez with no transition. Dug up. Oh boy, Van Zant shoves it off the block. Cochran with the dig. Iowa and mad scramble. Dug by Moisio. Amaral's able to chase it down, puts it overhead to Varez, and she scores! No way! Yeah, that ball was in by a foot. The line judge calls it out. Fortunately, everybody else figured out it was in. 16-13 Iowa. Boy, that would have been the quickest review in the history of reviews. Van Zant, good serve. Simmons, decent pass outside. Johnson tips down the line. Moisio back over. Jacobs whiffed. Ball came over, and Jacobs can jump and she can hang, but she couldn't quite get to that one. 17-13 Iowa. Could probably give Moisio the kill on that one. Van Zant, good strong serve. Jacobs, good pass. Nyambio out of the middle. She has to tip. Moisio with one hand. Varez, no approach from the right. Off the block. Stepanidis, bad pass. Van Zant. Varez, good touch. Johnson takes it. Backside to Johnson, off the block. Amaral's there. Moisio pushes it out to Varez. Inside the court, off the block. Dug by Simmons. Burke. Jacobs. Big swing, out of bounds. Touch called. That was not point Iowa. That was a touch. That's point Michigan. We're confused here. Coach Barnes will challenge. I thought for sure that was a touch. To me, there wasn't really any question about that. Yeah, so give Jacobs the kill. It's 17-14. Scoreboard has it wrong, so let's see how that pans out. Because it should be 17-14 on the scoreboard. They've got Iowa winning this challenge already. Iowa challenged early in the set and won. The only challenge of the match so far. Carmel Varez leads the Hawks. She has 11. She's got a block as well. Hannah Whittingstall up to 7. She's got a couple blocks and a dig. Charday Van Zant, Saskia Stojanovic, 6 apiece. So the call on there, now the scoreboard's right. The call on the floor was a touch, so we'll need definitive proof that Iowa didn't touch it to get the overturn. In Madison, Wisconsin has the ball in Iowa territory, 20-0 with 2:24 to go in the half. Hawkeye Volleyball brought to you by Quickstar. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. We are done. Bring the house music down. Okay, so Jacobs is actually called in the net. Forget whether there was a touch or not. So Iowa now 18-13. Scoreboards, there we go. All right, we're just taking more time here. We're getting it right. 18-13 on the Jacobs hitting error. And Sharday Van Zandt to serve. Good strong serve. Simmons, good pass. Outside to Jacobs, big swing. Dug by Van Zandt, but the Hawks are in the net. Boy, I have said that a couple times tonight where the Hawks have made great digs, but unfortunately have been in the net. 18-14, Jacobs up to 16 now. Johnson to serve. Moisio, not a good pass. Marquardt, great ball to Stepanidis, off the block and scores. That's the tool she was looking for earlier and missed. She gets it that time, 19-14. Sashka to serve for the Hawks. Stojanovic fires it at Jacobs, good pass. Nyambio on the slide. Hawks almost got it up in the air. Just in front of Amaral, 19-15. Nyambio in double figures now. She's got 10. Jacobs to serve. Normally the outside hitter that's killing you goes to the back row. You feel pretty good about it, but Jacobs has been very effective. The big toss, the big rip, into the net. Tried to take something off of it. Service error at a bad time for Michigan, 20-15 Iowa. Allie Barrett comes in for Carmel Varez. Allie will serve. Barrett pops it across. Cochran, bad pass. That's an ace. Allie Barrett with the third ace serve for the Hawks. It's 21-15. Timeout, Michigan. Iowa 4 points away from extending the match again. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
John Evans back here in Ann Arbor. Iowa trying to force a fourth set, lead the third, 21-15. Behind 11 kills from Carmel Varez, 7 from Hannah Whittingstall. Iowa hitting 286 on the match, hitting 250 here in this set, while holding Michigan finally to 0-59. Allie Barrett will serve for the Hawks to try to get closer to a third set win here. Barrett fires it over. Bad pass again. Barrett takes the play. Amaral, Whittingstall with a slide off the tape, dug up by McMillan. Jacobs from the back row tips. Moisio's there. Amaral pushes across. Stepanidis with the left hand, dug by Nyambio. Boy, a big collision. Burke, dug by Marquardt. Amaral. Stepanidis tried to go high hands and missed. 21-16. That'll put Nyambio at the service line for Michigan. She pops it across. Moisio off the net. Amaral pushes it out. Stepanitis again off the block, dug by Nyambio. Burke, back row Jacobs, dug by Moisio. Overpass. Hawks are in the net. Little bit of a panic there. There's a good dig from Moisio, but a little bit of an overpass. Whittingstall caught it trying to come up. 21-17. One more point and you call timeout if you're Iowa. Maybe two. Nyambio, good sharp cross. Barrett well off the net. Pushed across. Stepanitis. Dug by Nyambio on a ball that was probably out. Simmons knocks it over. Doesn't matter. Michigan gets the point anyway. 21-18. Coach Barnes sneaking up to the line. He'll call timeout. Iowa still by 3. But we're going to take the timeout with them. 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
John Evans back in Cliff Keen Arena, Iowa clinging to a 21-18 lead. We're not to the clinging stage yet. That might be a little dramatic. Iowa football trying to score before the end of the half. Just over a minute to go. Iowa ball on their own 38, trying to push in. Nyambio to serve for Michigan. Moisio, great ball to Amaral. She slams it right to McMillan, though. Outside, Simmons, 21-19. I like when Claire's aggressive, but I like when she picks her spots. That ball went right to McMillan. You got to bounce it in front of her if you're going to do it. Hawks need the side out right now. Don't let it get tighter. Nyambio. 8 up Barrett. That ball was probably out. Off the net, Stepanitis gets the triple. Tipped over by Burke. Schleister, good ball. Whittingstall on a slide. Fantastic transition play there for the Hawks. Must-have point after a 4-0 Michigan run. And Jamie Marquardt will serve for the Hawks, 22-19. Whittingstall up to 8. Jamie pops it over off the tape. Diving play from Jacobs. Tipped over. Whittingstall, good job. Amaral, Charday, dug by Cochran. Michigan's in the net. And that right there, Hannah Whittingstall, if you're going to jump with the setter and you're going to be late to the play, which is 100% reasonable, go be a backup. She was able to pick up the tip. She does a great job, keeps Iowa in the point. It's 23-19. Marquardt fires it at Simmons. Bad pass. Cochran steps in, pushes it back out to Simmons. Triple was there. She sails it over the block. Set point Hawk at 24-19. Jamie Marquardt will try to win set 3 for the Hawks. Great serve. Simmons, good pass though. Jacobs from the back. Boy, Whittingstall, good hands there on that one. Just not getting pressed enough to get the kill block. Instead, rattles off her hands out of bounds. Jacobs with another back row kill. 17 for her now, 24-20. Burke, good ball from Barrett. Slide to Whittingstall. She has to tip. Hawks get it in the air and over. Burke tight to the net. Backside, Jacobs. Dug by Marquardt. Amaral chases it down. Van Zant's going to get a rip. Cochran with the dig. Burke, Simmons, 24-21. Whoever's on the floor will decide it. Both teams have used both their timeouts. Burke. Barrett with a great ball. Amaral, short ball to Whittingstall, dug up by Jacobs. Burke, bad set, off the antenna. Boy, small grenade went off in Burke's hand and she pushed it way outside. That's going to be a dirty hitting error on Simmons. 25-21, the Hawks take set 3, force a fourth. We'll be back after 2 minutes. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Farmers are constantly chasing more yield and greater consistency. Check out Mershman Seeds Power Core Enlist Corn. Here's Ben Pieper, our product manager.
Power Core Enlist corn hybrids are the fastest growing traits in growers' fields right now. Farmers know that we are choosing the right hybrids for the right acres to put more corn in their hopper at harvest. Combine that with Mershman Seeds starting line seed treatment, growers are finding that high yielding consistency that they're looking for.
Contact your local Mershman Seeds dealer today and ask them about Power Core Enlist Corn from Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field.
Hey Hawkeyes, this is Coach Ferentz. We're excited about the football season. Iowa Corn is pumped up for their season and their partnership with the Hawkeyes. When you drive to the game, support Iowa's corn farmers by selecting unleaded 88 at the pump. It's a fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet. It's worth the hype. Get pumped up with unleaded 88. Let's go Hawks.
Farmers are constantly chasing more.
John Evans back here in Cliff Keen Arena. Iowa rallies, takes set 3, 25-21. Just like last night, though, still a good-sized hill to be climbed here. As my stat broadcast broke. And I can't tell you what happened in the Iowa game because John Leo doesn't know yet, and I do. Carmel Varez leads the Hawks with 11 kills. Hannah Whittingstall with 8. She's also got 2 digs and 2 blocks. The second dig was huge as she was able to stave off the Michigan rally there. Drew Stevens kicks a 48-yard field goal to send Iowa into half, and Madison leading 23-20. Allison Jacobs leads everyone, though. She has 17 kills. She does have 7 hitting errors. She's got her double-double through 3 sets, give 2 assists, 2 aces, 2 blocks, and 10 digs. But Iowa holding her to hitting 233, which is a little below her season average. Serena Nyambio has 10 kills, 4 digs, and 3 blocks for Michigan. Iowa's got 19 digs for Mo Moisio. She's also got 2 assists, 33 assists for Claire Amaral. She has 9 digs. She had a double-double last night. I would wager that she'll make that again tonight as well. Iowa hitting 264 on the match. Michigan now hitting 284. Kills are 46-42. Michigan. Errors are even now at 13 apiece. As Iowa hasn't evened up the blocks, but they have evened that part up. As we come out here for set 4. And it'll be Morgan Burke, the Omaha, Nebraska native. Moisio, Barrett, Marquardt. To return Morgan Burke's serve. She finally gets the go-ahead. She fires it over. Barrett, Amaral. Van Zandt. What a hustle play there. Uses Amaral. Amaral from the left side, tips. Cochran diving play. Burke outside. Simmons throws it over. Moisio. Amaral. Whittingstall slide, scores. First time Iowa gets the first point of the set. And again, Iowa at least matching the effort level from Michigan. Whittingstall to serve. Good serve there. Simmons, bad pass. Johnson has to take it well off the court. Jacobs rolls it over. Barrett diving play. Amaral knocked over by Whittingstall. Cochran, Burke. Uh-oh. That ball catches the back line from Simmons. The Iowa front line block was discombobulated. How about that for a word? And how about that for a bad block description? 1-1. Simmons to serve. She pops it over. Moisio. Amaral rips. Good cover by Van Zandt. Saves the point. Van Zandt then tips. Uses Burke. Cochran. Tight ball for Jacobs. Tried to tool the block and missed. 2-1 Iowa. Jacobs, 45 swings tonight now. Amaral knocks it over at Simmons. Burke, middle attack. Fired it off of Amaral as she tried to drop her hands. So give Haynes the kill, just her third. Just 6 swings for her. They don't really, the setter has more tries than Haynes does. We're tied at 2. Cochran to serve. She floats it over. Moisio, good hustle. Amaral outside. Varez tools the block beautifully from the left side. Hawks lead 3-2. Carmel with 12 now. Stepanitis back in. Marquardt heads to the bench. Charday Van Zandt back to the service line for the Hawks. Charday pops a strong serve right at Simmons. Bad pass. Cochran Johnson inside the court. She just knocks it over. Varez takes it. Amaral. Varez from the right scores. Nyambio late close. Jacobs might have poked her in the eye on the block. We're just making sure Nyambio's all right here. Up referee was about to call for play, and then she realized that Michigan wasn't huddling to delay the game. They were huddling to make sure Nyambio was okay. 4-2. Iowa leads. Van Zandt to serve again. Good, strong serve. Simmons, not a great pass. Jacobs, dug by Moisio. Amaral fights through traffic. Inside ball. Stepanitis tools the block. 5-2 Iowa. Van Zandt with a fastball. Off the tape. Cochran runs through it. Middle attack. Oh, boy, that's a good swing from Nyambio. Hawks had the block there, just couldn't quite shut it down. 5-3. Schleister re-enters for Van Zandt. And Johnson goes back to serve. Good, strong serve. Moisio, good pass. Right side to Varez, off the block and out of bounds. Good tool job there. Varez up to 14. Whittingstall re-enters. Stojanovic goes to the service line for the Hawks. Trixie McMillan re-enters for the Wolverines. Jacobs uses hands, goes to Nyambio on the slide, off the block. Schleister, Amaral behind Varez, tools the block yet again. And Iowa leads 7-3. Stack from Michigan this time, so expect Jacobs coming right up. Good strong serve, made Jacobs play it. Pushed out to her, good tempo there. That's a great ball from Burke. Pushed it close to the tape, gave Jacobs all the options she wanted on quick tempo. 7-4. Jacobs up to 18 now. And she'll go back to the service line. Big tie toss, the rip over. Schleister off the net. Amaral behind her to Varez. High off the block and scores. Carmel Varez has turned into automatic here for the Hawks. And again, unfortunately, she's going to head to the bench. But Iowa leads 8-4 here in the fourth. Carmel with 16 now. Allie Barrett to fire for the Hawks. Barrett sends it at Cochran. Great ball. Nyambia on the slide. Throws it over. Barrett with a diving play. Moisio. Stepanidis inside the court. Good chop shot. Cochran can't get there. Double contact. They got the call right. Great diving play from Cochran, but unfortunately the next thing it hit was her foot. Stepanidis does Michigan dirty off the changeup off the tape. Hallie has 7. She's had to work tonight. Barrett, good strong serve. Cochran, another good ball. Jacobs. Man, they run her everywhere. That ball was, what do they call that one? I think that one's rose, the one between red and white. Really run her at all different attack angles, and that's what makes it so difficult to put a good block on her. 9-5, Nyambia to serve. Moisio, Amaral slide to Whittingstall, high off the block and scores. Nice job there as she beat the Simmons block. 10-5, Whittingstall's in double figures now. That'll bring Marquardt and Van Zant back into the game for the Hawkeyes. And Jamie Marquardt to serve. See if Iowa can get a little bit more push here, create some separation. Marquardt, strong serve. Simmons, bad pass, chased down by Burke. That's a good ball. Knocked over by Michigan. Barrett, Amaral rips. Touch called, got it off the Haynes block. 11-5 on the Amaral kill. She's up to 5 kills now. Marquardt sends it over. Good pass from Jacobs. Outside to Simmons. Blocked! Amaral, Whittingstall, Hawks by 7 here in the fourth. It's 12-5. We're going to get a Michigan change. Simmons leaves. That's Ella Dimitrition that comes in. With tough spot for her. Marquardt's going to serve it right to her. Unfortunately, she sends it over the inline. 12-6 Iowa leads. Johnson back in. McMillan heads to the bench. Morgan Burke heads to the service line for Michigan. Side out right away. No need to let any momentum build here. Burke. Barrett overpass. Actually chased down. Van Zant. Wow! Oh my goodness. Great hustle play by Claire Amaral. Puts that ball up in the air. Van Zant off the net. Weird angle. Kill. 13-6. Hannah Whittingstall. Good strong serve. Jacobs, though, great pass. Outside. Barrett. Van Zant gets a touch. Amaral pushes it over. Right side to Johnson. Blocked. Good cover. Johnson again. Tips it over. Hawks get it in the air. Van Zant takes a swing and it hit the floor. It's down. The Hawks get the point. Sharday Van Zant. The Hawks steal one they had no business getting. 14-6. Coach Virtue waiting for the media timeout, I guess. Whittingstall, strong serve. Overpass. Tight ball. Just knocked over. Stojanovic. Amaral. Good dig. Johnson from the right. Catches the far corner. Good run by the Hawks, though. Good answer, good run. 14-7. Dimitrition now to serve. She hops forward, fires. Barrett. Overpass from Allie. Give that kill probably to Jacobs. I don't think that was Bamus. 14-8. Off the tape. Good ball that time from Barrett. Outside to Charday. Scores! 15-8. That will lead us to the media timeout. I am stunned that we didn't get one quicker, but here we are. 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit Riverside Casino and Resort.com to learn more.
John Evans back here in Ann Arbor, Michigan, Cliff Keen Arena. Iowa, with their backs against the wall, have responded here in set 4. Now lead 15-8, trying to force a 5th set for the second night in a row. It'll be Claire Amaral to serve for the Hawks after Charday Van Zant got kill number 10. Hawks now with 3 in double figures. Varez with 16, Van Zant and Whittingstall 10 apiece. Varez back in for the Hawks. She's in the front row. Can we kill the house music? There we go. Amaral to serve. She fires it over. Good ball from Dimitrition. That's a middle attack for Bamus. Good swing for her on just coming in. So Maddie Cochran back to serve. It's 15-9 Iowa. Serve floats over. Marquardt, great ball. Amaral outside to the left of Varez. Just her second hitting error of the night. It's 15-10. She tried to go line off the hands and missed. We'll give her a mulligan. She's been great tonight. Get back in rhythm here. Floats it over. The Hawks get that ball in the air, get lucky, get it over. Burke outside Jacobs, shoves it down the line. Amaral with the dig. Van Zant from the right rolls it over. Cochran. Burke. Nyambio tips right back to her. In play. Push to the back corner. Good play from Marquardt. Outside to Varez. She tips. Dug by Burke. Cochran behind her to Jacobs. Look out. Dug by Moisio. Stojanovic with a great tip, but a great dig from Nyambio. Johnson inside, dug by Marquardt. Amaral. Van Zant fade away. Oh, good dig from Burke. Cochran. Jacobs pushes, dug by Amaral. Moisio gives it to Varez. Big swing, scores! The Hawks win another big hustle point. It's 16-10. Give Varez 17. Give a career high to Moisio for digs. Everybody getting it done. Amaral with a double-double. Charday Van Zant now to serve for Iowa. 16-10 here in the 4th. Charday Van Zant has held the ball too long. It's funny how some of these servers have routines. So she threw the ball back to the ball girl, got a new ball back, and now she's ready to go. 16-10 Iowa. Charday fires a good fastball that goes over the end line. Oh, nope, Iowa's supposed to wait. Come back, Greta. Charday went. Michigan subs got to the line first, so they get to enter quicker. 16-11 on the service error. Trixie McMillan will serve for the first time. She came in for, I think that was Sydney Schnickels that came in. Bad pass from Schleister, chased down by Moisio. Inside the court for Stepanidis. Cochran with the dig. Burke, Nyambio on the slide. That's too easy, has been all night. Iowa's done a nice job, slowed her down in the back half of this match, but I don't know that you want to heat her up that way. 16-12. McMillan again. Greta. Amaral behind her to Varez. That ball was blocked. And Iowa will call timeout. It's 16-13 Michigan. Timeout Iowa will take it. 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
John Evans back here at Cliff Keen Arena. Hawkeye Volleyball is brought to you by Quickstar. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. Saw just a little bit of this last night, too, from Iowa. When it got tighter and all of a sudden there was a little bit more of an expectation, Iowa started to press just a little. See if Iowa can go back to that freewheeling play that's been successful in the third and early in the fourth. Schleister. There we go. We needed to see the change there. Alyssa Warden will come in for Greta Schleister. Greta, last night, kind of the same thing. When the match got tight, she had a hard time. And now we'll see how Alyssa Warden does. She played the first set or two last night. McMillan to serve. Goes right to Warden. Good pass to Amaral. Outside, Stepanidis high off the block, dug up by McMillan. Burke, Nyambio. 16-15. I love Hallie Stepanidis, but that ball's got to go to Varez. Everybody else probably knows it, but it needs to go there. Good hands by Warden. Stojanovic. I'll take that, too, on a good pass. Hawks keep just enough space. 17-15. Stojanovic to serve. Sashka has 7. Oh, but back-to-back service errors from the Hawks as that one goes in the net. And you give the ball to Michigan's most aggressive server in Allison Jacobs. (17-16) Iowa. Off the tape, Warden, good ball. Amaral behind her to Varez. She has to tip. That ball was way too tight. And we are tied at 17. Varez had no place to go with that ball. All right, go back to loose and freewheeling here. Match the effort. Jacobs. Moisio, great ball. Whittingstall has to tip. Cochran's there. Burke pushes it. Jacobs from the back row. Timeout Iowa. As Michigan has come out of the big hole and they've taken the lead 18-17, 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life's busy. Quick Start makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quick Star's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quick Start today.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
I mentioned Hawkeye backs against the wall earlier when Iowa was in charge of the third set, with Michigan taking an 18-17 lead. The backs are really up against the wall now, and Allison Jacobs, the most aggressive server on Michigan, back to the line. Stepanaitis, good ball. Amaral behind her, Tavares. Cochran gets blown up. Oh, and nobody goes for it. Hawks catch a break. Cochran with a beautiful dig puts the ball high up in the air. Dimitrition and Nyambio leave Burke hanging. And the ball falls to the floor, 18-all. Tavares gets her 18th kill. Barrett now to serve. Does Iowa have another answer? Alley sends the serve at Dimitrition. Bad pass. Jacobs from the back row. Oh, Alyssa Warden is there and misses it. (19-18) Michigan. Nyambio to serve. Pumps it over at Warden. Amaral slide to Whittingstall. Dug up by Jacobs, back to the Iowa side. Moisio. Amaral rips. Diving play from Jacobs. It's slapped over by McMillan as she goes sliding into the scorer's table, but outside the antenna. Good kill there from Whittingstall. She's up to 11. We're tied at 19. McMillan broke the Michigan sign on the end of the scoring table. Jamie Marquardt to serve for the Hawks. Dimitrition, Jacobs, and Cochran will try to receive. Jamie just needs the fastball with just a little bit off of it. I think we're ready. Let's go. 19-all. Marquardt fires the fastball at Jacobs. Great pass. Jacobs from the back is blocked. Hannah Whittingstall gets her. The ball falls inside the end line. 20-19 Iowa. Just the fifth block of the match for the Hawks, but what a great time for it. Jamie Marquardt again. Strong serve. Oh, just goes over the end line. Again, I don't hate what she's doing there. Just misses, though. So Michigan has switched. Sydney Schnickels is now the right side hitter instead of Lydia Johnson. Burke knocks the serve over. Barrett, good ball to Amaral. Behind her to Whittingstall. Tools the block. Iowa leads 21-20. Whittingstall has 11. She's at the service line for the Hawks. Hannah fires it over. Decent pass. Dimitrition, boy, what a great cut shot there. Absolutely no angle. She's going straight at the net from the left side. She hits a hard thumb down into the 5 corner, and Allie Barrett couldn't quite get there. We're tied at 21, and Dimitrition now to serve. She pops it over. Moisio thought it was going to go out, and the bottom just fell out of it. 22-21 Michigan. really thought Coach Barnes would call the timeout. He slow walked toward the scoring table but didn't do it. Demetrician to fire again. Moisio, good ball. Amaral across to Van Zant. Big swing, sharp cross, scores. Tied at 22. Iowa still alive, 11 for Van Zant. Barrett will leave for the Hawks. Varez comes in. Iowa's got to be about out of subs again, although this set had bigger runs in it. A touchdown Iowa, 30-0 almost. Amaral, Demetrician, good pass. Jacobs, sharp cross, beats Moisio, 23-22. Michigan 2 points away. Jacobs with 23 kills. She does have 9 errors. She does have 56 swings. Maddie Cochran to serve. She's got an ace tonight. She's been a little bit of a menace. Moisio, Amaral, Van Zant, dug by Cochran. Burke has to chase it down. Jacobs inside the court, pushes it over, uses Amaral. Good play. Moisio behind her. Van Zant pushes, scores. 23 all. Timeout Michigan, tied at 23. That's actually Michigan's first because Coach Virtue waited. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
A race to 2 will decide whether we play a 5th set or not. Sharday Van Zant to serve for the Hawkeyes. Wasn't it the Wisconsin linebacker or something that was popping off about, oh, nobody scores 42. Iowa never scores 42. We got 42 push-ups. Well, it's 30-0 right now, so I hope he's been working out. In the meantime, here in Ann Arbor, Sharday Van Zant will try to get the Hawkeyes a set point. She comes up and fires. Good strong serve. Cochran, though, good pass. Outside to Jacobs. She's blocked and it goes down! Set point Hawkeyes! Varez, Stojanovic. Give the Hawkeyes a shot. Coach Virtue calls another timeout. I will spare you 60 more seconds. Great block there for the Hawkeyes. As they came up, got it done. Just the 6th block of the match for Iowa. Jacobs' 10th hitting error. I guess kind of like people used to make fun of Caitlin Clark a little bit for triple doubles when she had a lot of turnovers. That's a triple double for Allison Jacobs now with kills, digs, and errors. But all joking aside, she's been fantastic tonight. Just been asked to do a lot. She's hitting .228 on the match, but she has 3 blocks, 2 aces, and 2 assists as well. Carmel Varez leads the Hawks. She has 18. Sharday Van Zant with 12. Whittingstall with 11. Mo Moisio, a career high 22 digs now. She's got 6 assists as well. Amaral with 47 assists and 11 digs. Double-double for her. As teams break the timeout, Hawkeye Volleyball brought to you by Quickstar. Quickstar's proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Visit quickstar.com for your nearest location. Set point number 1 for the Hawkeyes. Demetrician, Jacobs, and Cochran. Cochran's taking the right half of the court. Dimitrition and Jacobs have the left half. Van Zant will probably try to serve in between those two. Instead, she goes over the end line. I mean, that's the risk you run. You want them to serve aggressive. You want them to serve aggressive, so you're going to miss. You just are. You hate missing at that point, but that's part of what's going to happen, John Leo. So take a deep breath. It's all right. 24 all. Trixie McMillan to serve. Iowa with the lineup they've got. Van Zant, tough pass. Amaral. Varez misses long, no touch. Match point, Michigan. Coach Barnes will use a challenge. He's got 2 of them. He might as well. As he thinks there was a touch. He also has a timeout, so, I mean, he could really have gone either way here. I don't blame him for doing it, but I'm not sure this is going to be fruitful. And this is the way that Iowa subs. This is the challenge you run into in a back-and-forth set. Iowa now passing with Carmel Varez, Sharday Van Zant, and Mo Moisio. And so 2 of those 3 don't pass very often in serve receive. And you saw it there as Sharday, with not a great pass, created traffic then when on the Amaral set, and Varez was off the net, not able to finish. So match point Michigan as it stands. At least it wasn't obvious. This is taking longer than I expected it to take. So maybe she'll find a little touch there and give Iowa a chance to win the set for a second time. Coach Barnes has been successful tonight on multiple challenges. And we're still waiting. I always go back to if it takes this long, it probably should stand. Allison Jacobs, 23 kills, leads everybody, but Carmel Varez has tried to match. She has 18. Iowa hitting now 3:06 for the match, actually ahead of Michigan. 20 kills in this set for Iowa. Iowa hitting .432, but it's service errors that have done Iowa in. But again, you're trying to serve aggressive, get Michigan out of system a little bit, and Iowa's just been long on a couple serves. House comes up. So point will go to Michigan as it was. Our down referee's clearly not used to being on the microphone, as all you had to do was say the call stands, and we'd have understood. So Trixie McMillan will serve for the match. Michigan leads 25-24. She hops forward, flips it over. Moisio takes it. Amaral behind her to Varez. Scores! Bonus points. Mo Moisio was basically a one-person serve receive as she was moving everywhere. Stepanidis back in, so she'll be a serve receive option for Iowa if Stoyanovich can't finish it off for the Hawkeyes. Good serve over, floats it at Cochran. Burke, Nyambia on the slide, off the block. Hawks get it over and just out. Oh, just out. 26-25, Michigan with set point number 2, and it'll be Allison Jacobs and the top spin power into Iowa's inexperienced serve receive. Sharday Van Zant in the middle, and she's the target. Decent pass. Varez off the block. Cochran's there. Look out now. Back row to Jacobs. Dug by Van Zant. Tipped over by Whittingstall. Jacobs. Tight ball. Varez loses the joust. Whittingstall's there. Amaral behind her to Varez. Scores! More points. 26 all. Career high for Carmel Varez. Give her 20. the freshman from Estonia. Hasn't served in a minute. Let's see how this goes. Good serve. Dimitrition, decent pass. Slide in Iambio tipped. Dug by Amaral. Stepanidis off the block. Jacobs. Tight ball to Burke. Varez gets the dig. Amaral. Stepanidis scores! Set point Hawkeyes, 27-26. Please adjust your volume if I'm yelling. My apologies. I'll do my best not to yell if Carmel Varez gets an ace here. 27-26, Iowa leads the fourth. Carmel Varez to serve. The freshman hops forward, floats it. It catches the, oh! Oh. Coach Barnes will challenge. Coach Barnes will challenge. It was close enough to use it at this point. That was a fantastic top serve. I think it's probably going to be out as much as my eyes wish it in. But man, that was close. Any part of the ball catches the line. If we get to a fifth set, Coach Barnes will get another challenge back. If we don't, this was probably the best place you're ever going to get to use it. We don't get to take it on the plane with us home. John Leo, I think they challenged this because of us, so man, I hope that's in. I think they challenged it because of us, so I'm hoping it's in. It's taken a long time. I'm not sure whether I think that's good or bad at this point. Tied at 27. Iowa still trails 2-1. Trying desperately to get it to a fifth. Iowa bench doing a little dance. Iowa starters Iowa players on the floor looking anxiously over at the down referee. I guess I don't feel bad telling him to challenge if it was this close, John Leo. Inconclusive. How in the world can it be inconclusive? You either see it in or you see it out. Unbelievable. I get a net call. I get something weird, the micro touch thing. That ball you have to be able to tell. 27-all. Serve comes over. Van Zandt, tough pass. Moisio pushes it out to Stepanidis. She gets the big swing off the block and scores. 28-27 Hawks. And the Hawks will get another new server in Hallie Stepanidis. She got called on to serve the other night and knocked one out. Let's see if she gets a little change of pace here and gets it in. Hallie with 10. She bleeds it over, uses Burke. That ball's tight. Can the Hawks win the joust? They do! Let's play 5! The Hawks get the set. Stepanidis with the dirty serve. Bleeds it over. Good play by Burke to keep it alive. Tough set from Jacobs, hit her in a jam. And the Hawks steal set 4, 29-27. And I've said this before many times this season, let's play 5. I need a break. Give me 2 minutes. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air, always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Farmers are constantly chasing more yield and greater consistency. Check out Mershman Seeds Power Core Enlist Corn. Here's Ben Pieper, our product manager.
Power Core Enlist corn hybrids are the fastest growing traits in growers' fields right now. Farmers know that we are choosing the right hybrids for the right acres to put more corn in their hopper at harvest. Combine that with Mershman Seeds starting line seed treatment, growers are finding that high yielding consistency that they're looking for.
Contact your local Mershman Seeds dealer today and ask them about Power Core Enlist Corn from Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field.
Hey Hawkeyes, this is Coach Ferentz. We're excited about the football season. Iowa Corn is pumped up for their season and their partnership with the Hawkeyes. When you drive to the game, support Iowa's corn farmers by selecting unleaded 88 at the pump. It's a fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet. It's worth the hype. Get pumped up with unleaded 88. Let's go Hawks.
Welcome back to Cliff Keen Arena. I'm John Evans. Hawkeye Volleyball is brought to you by Quickstar. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. 20 kills for Carmel Varez, a career high. 22 digs for Mo Moisio, a career high. Claire Emerald, 50. Count them, 50 assists. Iowa 1-5 in 5-set matches. They won the first one of the season against UNLV. Have dropped the last 5. This year could be, you'd look at this year a whole lot differently if you look at the 10-7 record and realize 1-5. Iowa has a chance to make it right. My my preset speech would be, do what got you here. Play aggressive, play free, have fun. If you give everything you have and you happen to get beat, that's fine. Morgan Burke to serve. Moisio. Amaral. Whittingstall on the slide. Hawks up 1-0. Hannah Whittingstall with 12. She's back to serve. Hannah, good float serve. Jacobs, good ball. Pushed outside to Jacobs. Tips. Actually, that was Demetrician that made the tip over. Good swing there for her. Just her second kill on the night. She goes now back to serve. 1-1. Demetrician gets the go-ahead. She fires. Moisio, good ball to Amaral. Slide to Stojanovic. Behind her, she rolls it over. Dug up by Burke. Outside. Big swing through the block and scores. That's Schnickels. 6'4" redshirt sophomore gets the kill. 2-1 Michigan. All right, Iowa takes a pass right here, right now. Demetrician. Amaral, good hands on the ball off the tape. Moisio inside to Van Zant. Takes it, oh boy. Tried to do way too much there on a sharp angle. And hits it well out of bounds. I like the non-tipping but that's probably not the ball to take that hard of a swing on. 3-1 Michigan. Dimitrition. Moisio, good ball to Amaral. Outside, Van Zant, high off the block, dug by Cochran. Burke chases it down. Right side, Schnickels sends it over the inline, no touch. 3-2. That's what sometimes you wonder if you can just catch a break on a team beats themselves for you and kind of helps break the ice a little bit. Maybe that's the break Iowa needed on the Schnickels air. Amaral to serve. Good strong serve. Good pass there, though, from Dimitrition. Outside, Jacobs. Block comes there, Moisio. Amaral outside to Van Zant. Charday, big swing covered by Amaral. Moisio steps in. She platforms it across Tavares. Good dig from Burke. Cochran steps in, pushes it. Tight ball to Jacobs. Throws it off Amaral. Moisio. Van Zant tips, but right to Jacobs. Knocked over by Cochran. Diving play back to the Michigan side. Cochran runs through. Burke across to Jacobs. She's blocked. She was tired. You could see it. There was no elevation, and Iowa ties it at 3. Michigan huddles a little longer there. That is swing number 60-something for Jacobs, and she was tired. You could see it. Amaral sends it over. Dimitrition, bad pass. Burke platforms it. Jacobs inside the court. Dug by Moisio. Amaral runs it down. Van Zant for the lead. Got it! 4-3 Hawks. Van Zant with 13. Amaral pops the serve over. Dimitrition, bad pass. Jacobs has to take the second ball. Schnickels, dug by Marquardt. Amaral. Van Zant scores! 5-3 Hawks. Michigan taking longer in the huddle. They are tired. Iowa with all the momentum. Amaral to serve. Floats it over. Cochran, tough pass. Chased down by Burke. Jacobs tips it over. Van Zant's there. Amaral behind her, Tavares. Off the block and scores! It's 6-3 Hawkeyes. Here we go. Timeout Michigan. Iowa on top here early. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
John Evans back here at Cliff Keen Arena, Iowa. 5-0 scoring run. Lead Michigan 6-3 here in the 5th. Iowa tried for the reverse sweep yesterday, fell short. Trying for the reverse sweep tonight. Michigan looks like the more tired team, but Iowa has to keep applying pressure. Keep being the aggressive team. Claire Amaral also with a career high, 54 assists now. Amaral pops the floater over. Cochran, much better pass this time. Oh boy, just catches the corner. That was Bamus, 6'4". I don't blame Iowa for not expecting her to swing. No power, good place. Nyambio back into the front row though. Maddie Cochran to serve. She's been great at the service line. Just one ace, but knocked Iowa out of system numerous times. Like this. Amaral outside Van Zant. Great transition, but she's blocked. Nyambio and Schnickels, 6'5". That's, you got to pass well so you stay unpredictable. Cochran. Marquardt, bad pass. Platformed over. Vares tips it with one hand. Schnickels, bad contact. Jacobs inside the court, off the block and over. over Al Amaral's head. We're tied at 6. Coach Barnes looking over, doesn't call timeout. 3 straight for Michigan. Iowa has to have a pass. 2-person serve receive. Good ball there from Amaral. Burke one hand, Cochran behind her to Jacobs. Tools the block beautifully. Took something off of it, hit Varez outside hand. 4 straight for Michigan. This was a lot more fun 2 minutes ago. 7-6 Michigan. Timeout Iowa. 60 seconds again. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
John Evans back here in Ann Arbor. 7-6 Michigan leads the 5th. 4-0 Wolverine scoring run. Iowa not even hiding it right now. Just returning with 2. Jamie Marquardt in the 5-corner, 5-6 lane. Mo Moisio in the 1-6 lane. They are Iowa's only 2 serve receivers. Van Zant and Varez up at the net. Maddie Cochran to serve for the Wolverines. She pops it over. Marquardt, great ball to Amaral. Backside to Varez. Oh, boy. Catches tape. Catches Sydney Schnickel's left hand. We're tied at 7. Stepanidis leaves. Stepanidis enters. Marquardt leaves. Charday Van Zant back to serve for the Hawks. Take just a little bit off. Be aggressive. Good strong serve there. Cochran. Burke chases it down. Oh, boy. Iowa forgot about Nyambio in the middle, and she just demolishes it. 15 for her. We'll switch sides. 8-7 Michigan. Alyssa Warden will re-enter for she'll re-enter for Charday Van Zant. Trixie McMillan will re-enter for Sydney Schnickels. That's kind of an all-name substitution. I like that one. Sydney Schnickels and Trixie McMillan. 8-7 Michigan. Trixie McMillan to serve. She brought Michigan back in the last set. She's got an ace, but she served Iowa out of system a little bit. It'll be Warden, Moisio crunching over on Stepanidis. Moisio, tight ball, overpass. 9-7. And that's where you'd love to trust Stepanidis there because Mo's still moving when she gets to that ball, and so it's just a little late. 9-7. Moisio, decent pass. Amaral way backside Varez. High off the block, dug up by Dimitrition. Pushed across to Jacobs. Off the block, and Iowa slow to react. 10-7. Timeout, Iowa. He does not call it yet. Thought for sure we'd get the timeout. Does not call it. Moisio, good ball. Amaral, backside Varez. Oh! Got Cochran right in the face. Good sportsmanship from Varez as she's trying to check on her. She's waving at her, trying to get her attention. 10-8. Yeah, we're going to have to stop. Cochran has a bloody nose, so not a little. 10-8. And she has to leave the area. So I think we get We'll worry about the actual rules here in a hot minute, but she gets some time here before we're worried about a substitution. We're going to have a cleanup on the floor as well as she transitioned over to play her defensive position and had an issue as Carmel Varez got kill number 23, and it was a fastball right to Maddie Cochran's face. And there is no one else in a libero jersey for Michigan, so I think they'll give her plenty of time here to get this stopped. Michigan hitting .375 in this set, so it'll be up to Iowa here to get Michigan back out of system just a little bit, try to create some havoc, make life a little more difficult for Michigan. As Cochran over by a garbage can with a couple trainers there. She might have blood on her jersey too, I would guess. I know it's just a bloody nose, in theory just a bloody nose, but don't you have to do some concussion protocol thing when you take a shot to the face like that? And she's got to leave again. This was not a little bloody nose. Yeah, Sashka needs to get rid of the ball again. As she was ready to serve. Here we're back in front of the here. What a match here we've seen tonight. Iowa showing great heart, great battle. Getting it to a fifth set again for the second night in a row. Third time in 4 matches on this road trip. And she has not moved from the trash can, except for the one time when she left enough blood on the floor again to cause a little cleanup. As we are still awaiting the return. Allison Jacobs leads everyone tonight. She has 26 kills, 13 digs. Carmel Varez career high 23. Claire Amaral career high 56 assists. Mo Moisio career high 24 digs. Iowa hitting .312 on the match, 72 kills to 69 for Michigan. Each team with 66 digs. Iowa getting closer in the block category now. 10 for Michigan, 8 for Iowa. The stats are about as equal as why you'd figure we'd be playing 5 sets. I am a little perplexed, though. I don't think she gets an unlimited amount of time to stop the bleeding. And so, yeah, we're going to have to bring the middle back in here, and then we're going to make a substitution. So Michigan will have to make a change. Bamus comes back in for the libero to play the middle, and then she's immediately subbed out by Carly Griskovich. So her first action of the night is in the 5th set at 10-8. Find her. Find her. Sashka Stojanovic to serve. 10-8 Michigan leads here in the 5th. Sashka sends it over. Hands from Dimitrition. Slide to Nyambio. Blocked and covered. Hawks get it in the air. Stepanitis off the block. Tugged by Griskovich. Nyambio tools Stepanitis. 11-8 Michigan. Boy, you've been sitting on the bench for probably 2.5 hours almost, and Griskovich comes in, makes a good dig. Jacobs now to serve. The big high toss, the big rip. Varez, good pass. Back to her. Oh, good dig from Jacobs. Outside, Dimitrition, dug by Moisio. Varez scores! (11-9). Varez leaves. Allie Barrett re-enters. Hawks need to hold a serve here. Say she can't just run in like that. Cochran back in. She can run in, but not when the server has the ball. Barrett fires a good cross-court. Dimitrition off the net. Back row to Jacobs. She's blocked. Down. Hawks get Allison Jacobs from the back row. It's 11-10. Coach Virtue checks to find out how many timeouts she has. Doesn't use it. Allie Barrett. Hawks need to hold serve one more time. Whittingstall and Emerald with that block. Barrett sends it to Dimitrition. That's a better pass. Backside to Nyambio. She's blocked, falls back on the Michigan side. Good cover by Burke, pushed across. Dimitrition, sharp cross. That's a great swing. Moisio couldn't quite get there. 12-10 Michigan. Nyambio to serve. That'll bring Bamus back to the front row. Griskovich did a nice job. I guess getting subbed out there after a couple, but Nyambio, Iowa needs a pass. Warden doesn't make it. Keep your feet on the ground, Allie. Come on, kid. Don't jump. 13-10. Timeout, Iowa. 60 seconds. It's crunch time. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
John Evans back at Cliff Keen Arena. I'm going to go a little overly dramatic here, John Leo. This is the biggest serve receive of Iowa's season. Down 13-10. This ball has to be a dime, and Iowa has to side it out to give them a chance. I don't care who makes it, but somebody's got to step up and be a champ here on Serena Nyambio's serve. Great night for Nyambio. 17 kills, 6 blocks, 4 digs, 2 assists, and an ace. Moisio, that's a decent pass. Outside to Stepanidis. Tight ball, blocked and out of bounds. Good tool from Hallie Stepanidis, and that's the first one that Iowa needed. Marquardt into serve. Sharday Van Zant into the front row. Jamie Marquardt pops it over. Good strong serve. Dimitrition, though, great pass. Back out to her. Boy, and that was full fastball. Michigan a point away. Not sure why she wasn't playing earlier. Morgan Burke to serve for the Wolverines. Moisio, bad pass. Hawks just have to knock it over. Cochran, bad contact though. Outside to Jacobs. Moisio, Emerald all the way across. Van Zant throws it at Jacobs. Team attrition for the win. Got it. Hawks fall in another heartbreaker. 15-11 in the fifth set. As they do everything to try to come back and get a win. And can't quite finish off the comeback for the second night in a row and the third time in 4 Big Ten road matches. The Hawks were led by Carmel Varez and her 24 kills. She hit .452 on the match. Give Carmel 3 blocks and a dig as well. Sharday Van Zandt has 14 kills. She hits .233, a couple digs and a service ace. Hannah Whittingstall with 12. She hits .480 as she on 25 swings. No errors for Hannah. She also had 6 blocks and a couple digs. Hallie Stepanitis with 11 kills. She hit .226, had 5 digs for the Hawks. Sashka Stojanovic with 7. She hit .235. She had 3 blocks as well. Claire Emerald, great all-around night for the senior setter. 6 kills, 5 blocks, 13 digs, and a career-high 58 assists. Allie Barrett also had 9 digs. Mo Moisio had a career-high 26 digs, and I assume probably a career-high 7 assists as well. Jamie Marquardt with 6 digs and an ace. Greta Schleister had 4. Iowa out-kills Michigan, out-hitting percentage Michigan, but the service line did Iowa in. 9 aces for Michigan, 5 errors for them, 3 aces for Iowa, and 11 errors for the Hawkeyes. Iowa hits .314 on the match. Michigan hits .294, but Iowa just can't get that one last pass, the one last stop to get it done. Oh. That'll do it here tonight from Cliff Keen Arena in Ann Arbor. The Wolverines take down your Hawkeyes in 5. They stole the scoreboard from me. 25-17 in the first, 25-22 in the second, 25-21 the Hawks took the third, 29-27 the Hawks took the fourth before Michigan bounced back and took the fifth, 15-11. Iowa now heads back home. Will take on the USC Trojans in Carver Hawkeye Arena. Yes, you heard me correctly. Carver Hawkeye Arena. And it's Military Appreciation Night on Friday night. Friday night at 6 o'clock at Carver, Military Appreciation Night. I'm John Evans. Thank you for listening all this weekend, and I'll talk to you on Friday from Carver. Have a great Sunday. Go Hawks.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this has been Iowa Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quickstar. Also brought to you by Hyatt Regency, caring for people so they can be their best. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission. Your Iowa John Deere dealers. John Deere loves to see the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if anyone can appreciate building a legacy, it's Deere. Oak Knoll Retirement Community, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. And by Wellmark. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.